Exodus chapter 11. And Yahuwah said to Moshe, I am bringing yet one more plague on Pharaoh and on Mitzrayim. After that he is going to let you go from here. When he lets you go, he shall drive you out from here altogether. Speak now in the hearing of the people, and let every man ask from his neighbor, and every woman from her neighbor, objects of silver and objects of gold. And Yahuwah gave the people favor in the eyes of the Mitzrites, and the man Moshe was very great in the land of Mitzrayim, in the eyes of Pharaoh's servants and in the eyes of the people. And Moshe said, Thus says Yahuwah, about midnight I am going out into the midst of Mitzrayim, and all of the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the female servant who is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of cattle. And there shall be a great cry throughout all of the land of Mitzrayim, such as has never been or ever again will be. But against any of the children of Israel no dog shall move its tongue, against man or against beast, so that you know that Yahuwah makes distinction between Mitzrayim and Israel. And all these servants of yours shall come down to me and bow down to me, saying, Get out, you and all the people at your feet. And after that I shall go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in great displeasure. But Yahuwah said to Moshe, Pharaoh is not going to listen to you, in order to multiply my wonders in the land of Mitzrayim. And Moshe and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. However, Yahuwah hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not let the children of Israel go out of his land. Chapter 12. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe and to Aaron in the land of Mitzrayim, and said, This month is the beginning of months for you. It is the first month of the year for you. Speak to all the congregation of Israel, and say, On the 10th day of this month, each one of you is to take for yourself a lamb, according to the house of his father, a lamb for a household. And if the household is too small for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it, according to the number of the beings. And according to each man's need, you make your count for the lamb. Let the lamb be a perfect one, a year-old male. Take it from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. Then all the assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it between the evenings. And they shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and on the lintel of the houses where they eat. And they shall eat the flesh that night, roasted in fire, with unleavened bread and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Do not eat it raw. Do not boil it with water, but roast it in the fire, its head with its legs and its inward parts. And do not leave of it until morning. And what remains of it until morning you are to burn with fire. And this is how you eat it: your loins girded, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. You shall eat it in a hurry. It is the Pesach of Yahuwah. And I shall pass through the land of Mitzrayim on that night, and I shall smite all of the firstborn in the land, both man and beast. And on all the mighty ones of Mitzrayim I shall execute judgment. I am Yahuwah. And the blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood I'll pass over you. And I will not let the plague come on you to destroy you when I smite the land of Mitzrayim. And this day shall become to you a remembrance, and you shall observe it as a festival to Yahuwah throughout all your generations. It's an everlasting law. 7 days you're going to eat unleavened bread. Indeed, on the first day you cause leaven to cease from your houses, and for whoever eats leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th, that being shall be cut off from Israel. And on the first day is a Kodesh, or holy gathering, and on the 7th you will also have a holy gathering. No work at all is to be done on them, and only that which is eaten by every being, that alone is prepared by you. And you shall guard this, for on this same day I brought your divisions out of the land of Mitzrayim, and you shall guard this day throughout all your generations as an everlasting law. In the first, on the 14th day of the month, in the evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month, in the evening. For 7 days no leaven is to be found in your houses. If anyone eats what is leavened, that same being will be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether sojourner or native of the land. Do not eat that which is leavened. In all of your dwellings you are to eat unleavened bread. And Moshe called for all the elders of Israel and said to them, Go out and take lambs for yourself according to your clans, and slaughter the Pesach. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, strike the lintel and the 2 doorposts with the blood that is in the basin, and no one should go out of the door of the house until morning. Yahuwah shall pass on to smite the Mitzrites, and he'll see the blood on the lintel and on the 2 doorposts, and Yahuwah shall pass over the door, and not allow the destroyer to come into your house to smite you. And you shall guard his word as a law for you and your sons forever. And it shall be when you come to the land which Yahuwah gives you, as he promised, you shall guard this service. And it shall be when your children say, What does this service mean to you? You shall tell them, It is the Pesach, slaughtering of Yahuwah, who passed over the houses of the children of Mitzrayim when he smote the Mitzrites and delivered our households. The people bowed their heads and did obey. And the children of Israel went away and did so as Yahuwah had commanded Moshe and Aaron. And it came to be midnight that Yahuwah smote all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, and all the Mitzrites. There was a great cry in Mitzrayim, for there was not a house where there was not a dead one. And he called for Moshe and Aaron by night and said, Arise, go out from the midst of my people, you and your children, and go serve Yahuwah as you have said. Take both your flocks, your herds, as you have said, and go. And then you shall bless me too. And the Mitzrites urged the people to hurry, send them away out of the land, for they said, We are all dying. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, having their kneading bowls bound up in their garments on their shoulders. And the children of Israel had done according to the word of Moshe, and they had asked from the Mitzrites objects of silver and gold and garments. And Yahuwah gave the people favor in the eyes of the Mitzrites, so that they can give them whatever they asked for. And they plundered the Mitzrites. And the children of Israel departed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides the little ones. And a mixed multitude went up with them too, also flocks and herds, very much livestock. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they had brought out of Mitzrayim, for it was not leavened, since they were driven out of Mitzrayim and had not been able to delay, nor had they prepared food for themselves. The sojourn of the children of Israel who lived in Mitzrayim was 430 years. And it came to be at the end of the 430 years, on that same day, it came to be that all the divisions of Yahuwah went out from the land of Mitzrayim. It is a night to be observed unto Yahuwah for bringing them out of the land. This night is to Yahuwah, and it's to be observed by all of the children of Israel throughout all their generations. And Yahuwah said to Moshe and Aaron, This is the law of the Pesach. No son of a stranger is to eat of it, but any servant of a man who brought for silver, or who has been bought for silver, when you have circumcised him, then he can eat it. A sojourner and a hired servant does not eat of it. It is eaten in one house. You are not to take any of the flesh outside, nor are you to break any bone of it. All the congregation of Israel are to perform it. And when a stranger sojourns with you, and shall perform the Pesach to Yahuwah, all of his males shall be circumcised, and then let him come and perform it. And he shall be as a native of the land. But let no one who's uncircumcised eat of it. There is one Torah for the native born, and for the stranger who sojourns among you. All of the children of Israel did as Yahuwah commanded Moshe and Aaron. And it came to be on that same day that Yahuwah brought the children of Israel out of the land of Mitzrayim according to their divisions. Hallelujah.